Alright, I'm back. Here's the next round, the next chunk of 6 battles from MAGFest Pokemon League. Normal gym-type gym leader battles. I'm going to try and sound like I'm not falling asleep, like I was last time. This one will actually give me a little break to not talk about battles for a sec, and you'll see why soon. I hit that pretty hard with a fake out, and that's when I realized that their levels aren't up to 50. We were doing flat battles for the Pokemon League, and some people, I guess, just did not realize that that's the format we're going to be running, and had a team of less than 50. I feel like it'd be kind of silly to announce strategies over this when basically my guys were just bullying lower level Pokemon. But yeah, so as I said, we're doing flat battles, doubles. I guess kind of sticking to VGC-ish rules, though I pretty much forgot to keep an eye out for double sleep claws and I don't know, other stuff that I usually don't care about. Yeah, we would run it where they would sign up with 9 Pokemon, and then they could choose their 6 before going into fight a particular gym leader, and then obviously they would see my 6, I'd see their 6, and go down to 4. But they had 9 total to register to take on all the gym leaders with. And then basically we would just kind of hang out and wear scarves that were obnoxiously orange that would denote us as the gym leaders, and they could find us and line up and challenge us to battles. You will notice later on there is a back-to-back fight. We are normally just doing 1 battle per person per day, but well, I'll talk about that later. Here's the 8th battle, and I'm starting out with a different starting team. Probably they had a Klefki, and I was expecting Klefki and wanted to fake it out and flamethrower it, but they did not. So I go ahead and try to fake out the Kangaskhan, who switches out, but my Exploud is scrappy, so I do get a little bit of damage in on both of them. And then, of course, a critical hit superpower will easily take out Amacom. So it's time to get my Kangaskhan into the fight. And I'm now more worried about a charged up Malamar. So he will get the fake outs. And then Exploud will just try to do a little more collateral damage. Unfortunately not taking anyone out though. So he takes his own guy out to put that curse condition on Roger. So she will take the damage from the curse. And now his Kangaskhan will come out. And not really a surprise, we'll fake out my Kangaskhan as probably the bigger threat in his eyes. But Exploud will get to voice the Malamar before it gets to flex that newly charged superpower. And Kangaskhan will take some more of that curse damage. And I'm a little surprised to see a fire type Rotom, pretty much everyone loves the washing machine one. But he will go ahead and take out my guy, which I was kind of expecting, so I was not afraid to just hit everybody with a Boom Burst on his way out. Now I'm just left with my Kecleon, but Feint is able to do the damage, outspeed any Sucker Punch that may be coming his way, and with his beefy special defense, can easily weather that Thunderbolt and come from behind to take out their last two guys. Another time where I'll just bring out my normal fake out opening. Seems to work pretty well. You guys may get sick of watching it, but it's an effective opening. So first turn, get that out of the way. Go ahead and stop the Umbreon. They're both pretty defensive, but I'm figuring Cloyster might be a little more of the offensive threat. Beef up Kangaskhan. Then he will come in with, assuming skill-linked Icicle Spear, so hit all 5 times. Not too threatening damage-wise, but I know he cannot do it again without me feeling it. He probably does it too, so he gets the Ice Shard in before he's taken out. But then I luckily get another King's Rock, so it'll be a fun thing to throw again. And then also take out the Umbreon. Scizor, Gardevoir, and Infernal Bond gets traced, which is always scary. We'll pull Kangaskhan out, even though he's powered up. I'm a little worried about a Bullet Punch, so I'll go ahead and weaken up that Scizor. Get the Gardevoir to take a break. And I guess they did not go for Bullet Punch, so unfortunate, goes for Bug Move. Weakening plus not very effective, doesn't do too much. Decides to turn 2. Swap into Gardevoir. Mega Gardevoir. I will try to do a bit of damage, but with that U-typing, doesn't do as much. Close combat also slightly less effective than Brave Bird, but I don't want to eat up too much hit points just yet. Yeah, critical hit from Mega Gardevoir will pretty much take out anything. And then he still goes with the Scizor, even though it's not very effective. Burning out the Kangaskhan again. And using just finish off the Mega. We see that Bullet Punch, but Intimidate doesn't take him out, and Brave Bird is enough to finish off. Alright. I do not like this from the start. Mega Aerodactyl is way too fast, and Aegislash is trouble for me, no matter what. So I guess whether they're going to Sacred Sword which turn, which will pretty much kill anything. So King Shields, I stay non-Mega, so I can Scrappy fake it out just in case he tries to Sacred Sword for his turn, but he doesn't. So, Mega Kangaskhan takes a hit. So then I'll go ahead and Mega And try to get my attack power back up with some power-up punches. And I know I can stall that Aegis Slash for a little bit. So, get 2 hits in. Get her attack back up to normal. King Shields again. This time I'm trying to focus on Aerodactyl. So take it out, which unfortunately means, even though I was doubling up just to make sure on the Aerodactyl, now Ambipom has to attack into that King Shield. So it will also get its attack lowered. From now I'm just going to have Kangaskhan Sucker Punch. It's my safest way to not hit King Shield. Also the only move that will hurt it. Dazzling Gleam, not terribly strong. And of course the Sword Dance, which means I have no hope against any Sacred Sword that comes my way. Another King Shield, which means Sucker Punch will again not do anything. And now Ambipom's attacks back up to 3/4 at least with the Life Orb. Otherwise, probably would have finished off the Sylveon. King's Crown is down. So, bring in Explode. This will at least Sylveon out of there. And Explode will do his best to finish off the Aegis Slash. But it is just not enough. And this will decimate Explode. Pretty much would anyone on my team at this point. It's looking pretty bad. No, I'm not going to take out Blastoise, so I just target Aegis Slash in case it doesn't attack. Or in case it does attack. I have to use my hidden power because I don't want to be stuck flamethrowing Blastoise, and I cannot Hyper Voice Aegis Slash. And this is the second time someone tries to use a Ghost move on me, which I guess it happens. Gives me a slight break, but ultimately this matchup is just not going to go my way. This Surf actually does more damage, I'm guessing Metronome or something, but it is enough to finish me off. And I've given out my first badge at MAGFest. Okay, this is a guy. Spoilers, there will be 2 battles back to back, mainly because there wasn't a line at this time of night, so I went ahead. Take out his Kangaskhan. Again, I have my setup. I was expecting the Klefki to come out first. It did not, so I just try to make do with who I have out. Again, pretty much the only thing you ever see from Malamar. And it does it. It was a little stronger than I thought. I don't know if he's got a choice band or something. Now I can bring out my Kangaskhan. Of course, do a little fake out action, because why wouldn't you fake out? And Flame the King's Rock to stop that ridiculous superpower from going again. And then hope that he doesn't outspeed Sucker Punch me and finish off that Kangaskhan. And then have Enderpalm finish off the Malamar. And he had a Tangaberry, so he was not choice item, he was just pretty strong. So now the next two come out. And we'll go ahead and focus my attack, because I don't want to leave that Goodra running amok. I will go ahead and take the speed hit. I'm not too worried about facing the Trevenant 3-on-1. Man. Very common Will-O-Wisp from Trevenant. Slow Mega Kangaskhan down. So I'll go ahead and bring in someone who's a little more ready to handle this Trevenant. And will do his strongest move, Technician Thief, for eating a Wood Hammer, which then pretty much sets him up for any move to finish him off. And that's that battle. Like I said, it was late, no one else in line, so I went ahead and let him rematch. And of course, I go to set my team back up with a regular startup, and he sets up for what I was preparing for the first time, so I cannot fake out Flamethrower and Klefki as I would normally like to do. In this case, I would like to fake out Klefki and just try to double return it or something, but I just don't like letting Malamar set up. It's pretty manageable as long as I keep him stalled out. So everybody does what I expect them to do. Thunder Wave from Klefki, but he still manages to stall the Malamar, which is fairly fortunate. Try to get a little stronger, that you can do enough damage to Klefki the next turn. I swap up, take out the Malamar now that I'm powered up. And another Thunder Wave. This is pretty much Klefki's job. This time, Paralysis does kick in for another visit from the Goodra. This little prankster swagger. And that will come into play. Dragon Pulse doing a bit of damage, and once again paralyzed from Enderpalm. Swagger does its work, so I will get him out of there. It's a good thing I do. He takes out the Enderpalm. And then Klefki goes for Foul Play, which would have hurt Kangaskhan pretty much with that swagger. It does more damage with stat boosts. Goes ahead and paralyzes more Pokemon, but it does not save him this time. It's taken out. Finally. And Splow just does another Flamethrower that was aimed for Klefki, just in case Pyroar got paralyzed. Got a lucky burn off of it. from his Mega Kangaskhan, which is fairly worrisome. I freely admit that it is definitely the workhorse of my team. It's a Dizzy Punch. I'm surprised anyone would put that move on. And with the double shot of confusion, I would just go for the power of return. Obviously, that's what I went for, but everyone has their own plans. Power tries to do what it can to the Kangaskhan. Get my Kangaskhan back out. And breakthrough paralysis. We will fake out. And then try to finish off. Chance to... Oh, because it's paralyzed. But it at least lives. So, Kangaskhan again fights through paralysis and is able to finish off his Kangaskhan. And one more Dragon Pulse will be enough. Thanks to the burn, doing a few turns of damage. And thanks to breaking through paralysis once again, this is enough, just barely, to eke our way to another victory.